Good evening, Dumalang Kaofela, and welcome to the Grand Debate Podcast. My name is Tuli, also known as Mrs. Q. Sanamukela, guys.
Sanbonani Makaya. My name is Unelisiwe. I go by the name Lolize. Welcome to our podcast.
This is Tabiso Sam on the Great Debate Podcast. Now, what I want to tell you is that stay tuned. We're about to unveil some secrets on how you can change your perspective towards business. So, if it's up to you, guys. If you want to stay low, switch off your TVs or whatsoever device that you're using to watch our podcast. But then, if you want to elevate in terms of your business, in everything that you do towards your businessman, just keep on watching, sit on your couch, relax. It's about to get liquor. Stay tuned.
Exactly. So please, guys, head on to our social media and make sure that you follow us on all social media platforms. Our handle for YouTube is the Grand_Debate, and our IG is the Grand Debate 9, and our email, of course, it is the granddebate9@gmail.com. Welcome to another exciting episode where we bring you the sizzling and sexiness, of course. Go.
Before we go further, I would like to say thank you, Mr. Remy, with Ichabis and Grill. Thank you, Mr. TC, for the sponsorship. We love you guys. Thank you. Keep sponsoring us. Guys, whatever you want to sponsor us with, would gladly appreciate it.
Exactly.
The Grand Debate Podcast.
Mhm.
Just don't touch that back.
Exactly. Make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and share. Make sure that you share nabo mzala no uncle no because
Yes.
I mean them sexy.
Nengane zakho.
Oh yes. Kodwa ungabakhohlwa laba ba-sex angithi siyabafuna. I'm kidding,
Exactly. Okay, fine, guys. I've been thinking today, ne? We go through a lot, like in South Africa, guys. We go
Right.
through a lot. How do you deal with this thing of the unemployment, lana in South Africa? You check people; they are going to school to study whatever courses that they study. You send your kids to the college, university, and then you spend, large amount for them to study, only to find out ukuthi umuntu uyohlala ekhaya, there's no jobs, guys. There's no jobs. And did you check it, that even nama business, they are not funding them? You need to know somebody to be connected. Did you check, guys?
It is like that. I mean, even the entertainment industry, like, it's not even doing what it's supposed to do. It's not like, check, among musicians these days, like, are struggling, actors as well. Like, I must just say.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, nowadays it's bad. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. So in terms of, I think like education is free.
Yeah, it is. But then I think in something like, I don't wanna say, kodwa hey guys, ngicela ningangibulali because I know you guys can come for me, but then I'm just gonna put it on the president. Because then we've been voting, we've been doing everything. Yeah, when Mama campaigner, when they want our votes, they will promise us job. I mean, like, they will promise us, I'm funding, we go low, what. But then after, bathola ama votes wethu.
and then again, you must check. We shouldn't blame our president as such.
How so?
Because president yethu yenza umsebenzi omningi. If you can check,
Which is?
we will create opportunities, ne? But the people that are in the field, like, let's say go some businesses, whatever, that they are hiring, they hire their mzalas, where now you have to come and pay for the job you get, and then after you pay for that job, and then you get scammed.
Okay, fine. All right, I'll just say, hey, I know I'm gonna be hated for this, but then, I mean, President Cyril Ramaphosa, he's the father of the nation, and he must also remember that we, as a nation, placed him so that he can work for us, right? So yena while he's making sure ukuthi his kids, his grand, the family is grand.
Yeah.
What about us? I mean, my dad is not educated. My aunt is not educated. I mean, you name them. Nje ukuthi ngivela nje edadeni. Do you get? And then bona ba right. We understand. Don't they think ukuthi okay, nathi badinga ukusinikeza ukuthi fa kancane. Yeah, understand.
And then again, there is this thing. You go to school, so after you went to school, maybe you did business management, ne? And then we are pasa kahle, and then laba baqashayo bathi they need 10 years experience. I mean,
ubani oyivumelako that akuyena uSirelweni?
no.
I'm not just hating him, but I'm just putting it out there. Okay. We understand.
the uvo lakho,
Hence what we have said, Dorothy, and you are opening up people's eyes.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
And
that
this is my view.
so that they can have a bigger perspective towards business. Not this small thing.
And then
So-
again, sorry to cut you. You have a business. Again,
Right.
thina abantu abamnyama siyawisana. Do you know that?
100%.
Because when let's say you're charging 50 rand amatamatisi, I would just say, Tabiso, why don't you charge me 10 rand because I know you. I mean, I'm supporting your business. While I'm supporting business, ngiyawisa kakhulu more.
Okay, that's why this is not pride, brothers and sisters. This is not pride. I always say, there's no question that I cannot answer.
Okay.
So now when we get to this point, we understand Uti. Now when someone is charging you lesser than the price that you have set, that means Uti, that person is undervaluing your business. So now it comes to a point Uti, how are you valuing your business?
But then, guys, don't forget this thing. Oh, pretty lady discount. Oh, tall and handsome.
All right.
Okay, fine. I get that. But this thing, I would take Melesiagma College, like I emphasize on that. Saguma College after season Sala, you can check on the streets. People are busy saying, please hire me, to those boards. There are few people, and it's not easy, price, not easy. You can even buy umsebenzi and then you end up being scammed. And abantu abaskemayo kakhulu ilava aba there to their position.
Okay.
You get
Ngifuna ukungixwayisa on something, guys. Have you checked ukuthi laba abantu like ama position le ku government ne aphethwe ne?
Yes.
If you go to SASSA,
uh-huh.
I'm sorry to say this, please, ne?
Yeah.
But these people can't speak English. They can't even
Definitely.
read. In a police stage, hey, uthola detective Banbar. I won't quote names.
Yeah, you can't.
Akakwazi ukubhalela ugayi uthi wala like, but then you went there ufuna uku-Abu David.
But there's one thing that I need to note. You see, like this thing is like a device. Am I right, Sir Musa?
Yeah.
So like this thing is a device that controls a lot of mini devices. It's a big device, but then it's a central control of mini devices.
Okay.
So if it's a central control of mini devices, you understand ukuthi those mini devices, they are being controlled into doing what the central device
Kodwa
wants to be done.
ufunani ku front desk awukwazi ukukhuluma awukwazi ukubhala nje wena
No.
yakho nje into
No,
yakho
it's all about going outside of the box. So now when we're speaking about going outside of the box, we're talking about disconnecting the box.
okay.
So you disconnect yourself from the central, the norm. Think outside the box.
Okay.
So it's like the cable. Now we are referring to the cable, isn't it? The mini device that is connected to the
Kodwa
central.
ngicela ungangididi kakhulu because
Yeah.
ubuyela kulento engiyishilo.
100%.
Ehe.
So now you think outside the box. You no longer think according to the way that the government thinks, in the way that the government wants the people to think. Now you're thinking outside of that box.
But then government, yeah, or what I'm saying, government is killing us. How can uphethe umam Martha umfake ku front desk? Umam Martha, she can't even write.
100%, we are right. But now we are talking now in a new century.
Kodwa mara upule ufundile. Uyile varsity.
100%.
Kodwa uya apply.
100%.
And then i-CV yakhe iyalahla over time.
Upule urong.
Wrong kanjani? Because
Uyazi upule urong kanjani?
Kanjani?
Upule urong kanjani? Urong ngokuthi yena she doesn't discover her full potential. Now listen. Now we have been tricked into thinking in smaller terms. We are thinking according to the terms that are set by the government. Now the government wants experience, but then it knows ukuthi psychological. Now it comes to business. The business is psychological. It's relationship and psychological. So now when you're talking about relationship, it's not about building relationship.
Sure.
So the government it knows those secrets, but then it doesn't want to share it to the public. So the only thing that the government wants to share is the education system that is fully rigged. Because now the education system is teaching you to be slaves. Slaves to an education system that teaches you photosynthesis.
Okay.
What is that? Now, when we go back to the Western states, Western countries, now they are being taught how to do production at an early age.
But guys, let's not confuse this thing. Ne? This thing, the culture, that side.
not
As Tina, I'm a South Africans, Nati, there's a culture, there's an upbringing that we have. We don't have to copy Donald Trump. What he's doing, right? We've got President Wade. We are understanding. Or this foundation of education is key, right? So now, since education is key, and then we go to schools, right? But then we're not getting the fruits. While we go to our interview, I understand? And then you are being rejected. And then we figure, she's too dark. Sifuna 2000. Do you get it? Do you get it?
And then again, sorry, there's this high rate you human trafficking because of sevens.
Exactly.
Like you apply online, and the Axim sevens one can pay. They say come to Centurion. But we are Centurion, they turn you into a prostitute.
Is this very same thing?
Exactly.
But now, guys, the truth is, we need to empower ourselves and to think ourselves.
But don't you think we empower ourselves enough?
Exactly.
We have done that. Check, if you go to industry right now, now ngama followers that you have.
Exactly.
Go social media. But then our followers wako like they don't have talent. You can have our followers, but then the talent is not there. Figure good generation we has flop latina sketch as foodie.
The talent is there.
It's not. It's not.
I'm a hip hop artist. I'm a link. They are not supported.
Exactly.
They are not. And then abantu abasupportiwa manje
my DJs because ayakumula, you just have to be naked and then that's when you get the support. You get?
And this thing is abantu batshontshiwe kakhulu, especially thina abafazi. You just go to internet, let's say punch an Indeed job, you search for umsebenzi but receptionist, no experience needed, come to this building. Thina sesiyasaba ukuya to my floor, what because we know ukuthi okusala uyothunjiwa lapho.
Exactly. And nama auditions, even nama modeling agency, like we don't trust anymore. We don't. It's either you get a gig, okay, you need to be naked. That's the thing. You need to be naked. You get a gig, bedroom line. Okay, fine, because you want a job, like you want now at least you've got the talent, you understand?
You've got the potential.
You've got the potential. Now somebody out there, like I would speak of myself, since I'm a figure, right? And now I want to break it in the industry. Like you understand? That means okay, I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm comfortable in my body. I see that I am beautiful. I don't need somebody to convince me otherwise, right? And then thola a gig, right? And then somebody who's on jela goes, okay, fine. I can't bring Utabiso along to the shoot because Utabiso is my friend and I feel comfortable. Yindabunga for Utabiso because I'm comfortable around Utabiso. Do you get what do you wanna do?
And then they'll just say, no.
No. I think I have an answer to that.
Okay.
You know, you don't need to be comfortable in your own skin, comfortable. You know, do you know perfectly where you need to be comfortable in? You need to be comfortable in your own mindset.
Then if I'm comfortable here, right? And then how am I gonna catwalk outside if I'm not comfortable? Ngomkhaba wami.
No. Here is what means.
I may have it here, but
And
if
here.
it's not here, it's not gonna do me good.
Listen, okay, it's fine. So tell me, now we have, let's take for instance, we are 10 people. 5 are criminal, they don't care. Then 3 probably, okay, 5 are criminals.
Sure.
3, they don't know where they're going.
They're lost.
They're lost. But then 2, that means there's only one who believes in you. They don't look at you the way the way that you think yourself, but they're looking at your vision. See? They're looking at your way of your capacity, the capacity of your mindset. So now,
yabona this thing vision yakho now ungekho comfortable, like you can never sell or lay vision yakho to somebody. I understand it, I bona if wena ungekho comfortable.
but there's only one solution to that. The one solution to that is building yourself, building that capacity. You build it yourself.
Without the confidence,
You don't need
it's doomed.
You don't need anyone to believe in you, because the first thing, if you need anyone to believe in your vision, then you're doomed. But then you need first to believe in your vision so much, to an extent that even
I
if
beg
someone
to differ. I beg to differ because I think personally, I'm gonna speak about myself. Mangena into this industry. I came with this thing which okay, there's some because I know I've been bullied as a baby, as a child, because I was fat.
but that doesn't mean
And it does.
But
let me
I
finish.
know.
Let me finish. This thing started when I was 5 years, right?
All right.
And then people were laughing at me. Oh, look at her, how fat she is. Oh, chubby. They call you names. What it does to you, iyaklimita as a person. And then and that's a first mistake. Until I started loving myself and I said, I'm not gonna allow somebody to tell me that I
As when you say abantu bakubulile, there is this young girl, very TikToker, I don't know her name, I forgot it. You know that she committed suicide because of cyberbullying.
exactly.
Because like they were saying that she's ugly, fat, like
Pig.
they were like, you eating too much.
You're such a dragon.
Like they call her a hippo, like they call
Those
her
are harsh
names.
ways.
I mean, like,
Okay.
and mostly men, they
Men,
exactly.
men are horrible.
I was bullied by men.
Yeah,
Men.
and then,
Yes.
and then going
I-
through to that video, my man,
They're the worst.
going through
Now-
to that video,
now-
bebambulia ngayo, ne? And then there were ladies
Also
doing the very same thing.
Exactly.
They're nowhere to be found now, unless they repent.
She committed suicide in Gomash.
Exactly.
So, sorry. This thing, unemployment is very harsh in South Africa. And that Tina Abafazi mostly they even took the path yokuthini babe nabantwana abaningi so that they can call it grant. ukuthi benze imali, which is wrong.
Which is wrong.
Ukuthi ulethe umntwana emhlabeni for ukuthi uthole
For getting a
imali.
salary, then afterwards the child needs
But then check again the 350 thing.
Phelele moyeni. But bayayikhuphula bathi 370.
No.
I mean, what are you going to do with it?
And
370?
you are educated, you went to
And
school.
what we're talking about, that's employment.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, the problem, they minimize the minds.
How
so?
How so?
How so?
Yeah, they're very different things. They're very different factors that that cause them. I don't blame them, but then there are many different factors that cause them to minimize the mindset capacity. So the first thing is surrounding yourself with people who, now if you're weak, no, we're talking about weak. So if you surround yourself with people with poor mental capacity more than yourself, and you're weak, you're going to be streamlined into the same room.
But
So now,
I
that is the first factor. But then the second factor is the government. Now the way they are distributing this educational system is in a way that they are distributing it in a way to convince people, to make them think that okay, education is all that we have. No, brother and sister, education is not this education system is not it's not the way to go. Now you need to have a foundation, foundation towards skill set. Have a skill set.
But
You
iskill
can-
esikanjani ubhizi nabo jamlude emakhaya.
You see.
but then
Now-
So now education is needed.
it's needed.
Uyosayina njani ama-contract if wena wazi ujamlude?
It depends which type of education that we're talking about. Now, there are different types of education because now, when you look at the Western world, they're offering some courses.
Let's not focus on the West.
Okay. Let's not focus on the Western world. All right. Now we can offer some courses. You know, not like universities or things like that, but then we can offer some, more of like small courses, short-term courses where you teach people how to manage finances, not for photosynthesis. What are you teaching children? Photosynthesis.
But then you
How are
see-
they going to make money? Because people are suffering now. They have doctorates. They have doctorates. Not these bachelors. Not even speaking. Not even mentioning bachelors. Doctorates. People are.
But guys, are you aware? We don't want to be ama doctors so.
Yes, 100% now.
And then ngicela ukusho lokhu ne. And time and again, I think ama-artists avalelwa ngaphandle, guys. Every time, like you be speaking about the education, this and that 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 and that. Wait, right? So ngikhuluma ngama-business, i-business you can learn that along the way. Okay? I'm saying this because okay, fine, as a musician, mawuqala angithi uqala ungena nani ne-record label ethizeni, right? And then now like of which like ama-labels amaningi arobha abantu
Yeah.
yeah? And then mawusawufuna ukuba yi-solo artist, that's when ama-channel ayafa.
That's where you
Okay,
need to be
fine.
well versed.
Cela ukungena emlomeni. What advice can you give to abantu basemakhaya to change their mindset, or maybe that can help them to
Mina will always say, I still say this: believe in yourself, love yourself, know who you are, and that's it.
What do you say, brother?
Never listen to people, man. You can come to a certain group of people, then you mention your vision, your dream, then they laugh at you. Then you say, that means I am not going anywhere. No! God didn't come and knock to each and every door and told them, okay, your neighbor say this is their dream. and told them and told your neighbor your dream. No, there's nothing like that. So what you need to do is just ignore the noise, whatsoever that you listen to that is not in line with your purpose and your vision.
Okay.
Let it come here and go outside there.
Okay. Another advice I would just give them, ladies especially, please stop using your bodies in order to get ahead. Let's just work hard. I know it's very hard, but let's work hard, and work hard. Love yourself. Mrs. Q,
Yes.
ngicela ubanikeze our social media handle.
Njengoba Ulolize has said, please follow us on all social media platforms. Our handle for YouTube is at @the_grand_debate. Our IG is @the_grand_debate9, and our email is @the_grand_debate9@gmail.com. Signing out, Mrs. Q.
100%.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to visit Chubby's and Grill to come and dine with them. It's very nice. They're selling nice food, right? They're selling nice food. And come to TC's shop. They're selling Nigerian food. You can get something there so you can eat. We love you guys.
Okay.
This is Grand Debate Podcast. Peace